Hello everyone and welcome to Photoshop Tutorial 1. So we're going to begin by launching Photoshop from our desktop. Okay, and then we end up with our home screen. From here, we're going to go File New or Create New using this button. We're going to come over here to Print and then A4. And then over here, we're just making sure that our orientation is portrait format. Okay, and now we're just going to type in our first name, last name, and shoot 1. So for example, Joe Blogs, shoot 1, and then we're going to hit create. Okay, so this gives us a blank A4 document. Now, from here, we're going to open some of these apples that we need to use for this tutorial. So I've put a copy of these apples on my desktop. You can access these images from Firefly. You just need to go to Tutorial 1 and then you'll see a carousel of images at the top of the page. So from there you just flick through, choose the one that you like, click on it once, and then you can right click to save the image as. And from there you would save it to your desktop so that you can access it now. Okay, so I'm going to go File, Open, and just on my desktop here, Tutorial 1 source images, I'm just going to choose green, red apples. You can choose whichever image you like and just run the same set of actions on that image. All right, so next I need to separate those two Photoshop windows by dragging them apart. So I'm going to click on the green red apples in this top bar here, and I'm just going to drag and drop, and that just separates it from the other open file. All right, now I'm going to select my Move tool over here. I can use the keyboard shortcut V to move straight there. And now I'm just going to drag and drop this apple image into this file. Okay, so the apple image, you can close that down now. You don't need that. And now we're back in our document. So what we need to do next is to size or to scale the image. So you'll find with each of these apples, whether it's this one or any of the others, they're all slightly different in size and they're going to need to be scaled up or down to fit this page. So to scale, I press Control T or Command T in Mac, and I'm just going to grab those handles, top and bottom, and just try to make those apples fill the page. When I'm happy with the placement and the size, I'm just going to double click inside to apply that change. All right, so from here, we're going to duplicate this layer. Now to do that, there are two ways that we can do this. We can drag and drop that layer onto this new layer icon here, create a new layer, and you can see that created a new layer. Let me just pop that in a bin. Or you can use this hamburger menu. You could right click and duplicate layer, then press OK. So either way you do it, it really doesn't matter. I prefer the drag and drop because it's quicker, but it's completely up to you. All right, so now with this top layer selected, we're going to go to Image, Adjustments, and Gradient Map. All right, so what we are trying to do here is to apply a grayscale. So you can see it's immediately brought up a scale, but it's a sort of a red to white scale. I need to click on this little drop-down menu. I'm just looking for a black to white gradient. So if I select that, you can see that it's giving me a proper grayscale or black and white. And then I'm just going to hit OK. Next, we're going to select the eraser tool. So that's this tool here. Keyboard shortcut is E. Okay. Now, if you bring that cursor over onto your page, this little circle will show you how large your brush is. So the quickest way to change the size of that brush is just using your keyboard and using the left and right bracket buttons. So up next to your P on your keyboard, you have the left bracket will make a brush smaller, or the right bracket will make the brush larger. Okay, so let's say this is the image that we want to turn back into a green apple. So all we're doing is erasing the color from this top layer to reveal the layer underneath. Okay, so I can just start swiping over this image to just remove the black and white layer. I'll need to go in close so that I can see what I'm doing and get a really accurate result. So to do that, I used my zoom tool, or you can use the keyboard shortcut Control plus to go larger and Control minus to go smaller. Or if you're on a Mac, that's Command plus to go larger, Command minus to go smaller. All right, so now I'm just going to make my brush a little smaller, and I'm just going to continue to swipe away at the outside edge, just removing all the color from that apple. You would notice that I'm using this hand tool from time to time. The hand tool helps me to move around within the space, and the keyboard shortcut for the hand tool is the space bar. So no matter what tool you're using, if you press the space bar, it automatically turns into a hand and you can move around. So that's a really, really useful tool to remember. All right, so this is looking fairly good to me now. I'm going to flatten my layers because I'm happy with it. So into that hamburger menu, down to flatten image, and then I'm going to just save as. So file, save as, going back to my desktop, back to my tutorial folder, or for you, it will be the digital art folder in your home drive or wherever you've elected to save your work. And we're going to save in JPEG format. Okay, so I'm going to hit save. And I'm just going to ensure that the quality is 12 or maximum. So we're just using this slider here to go up to the large file quality 12. And then I'm going to hit OK. And that is my work done. Thanks for watching.